It's your boy, Epic Misfits, back in the building, aka the real Flow Bros. As we get down to it, and we start discussing and discovering the truth behind how did our identity get stolen from the imposters.
Yes, the imposters that want to talk junk on Facebook.
That's right. But it's your boy, your favorite Misfits back in the building, Keith and Troy, back here talking our junk again this week because that's what we do, okay? We're unorganized, organized, all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We're doing all kind of stuff. We just out here, okay? And we talking all our smack, everything water related. We're going to start talking about, well, we talk about everything anyway. So, and look, you guys, anything you can think of, bring it up, okay? Let's talk about it. Let's put it out here. This can't just be us talking. We got to know that you out here, okay? We got to know that you want us. And, of course, I could not go an episode without mentioning the feet. It is about time, baby. It's on our way. It's this close to launching. So y'all make sure y'all come and support. You know, I'll keep the subscriptions low. I ain't gonna be like $20, but then again, I might have to do $20. You know what? If I started a OnlyFans, like the minimum is like $3.50, I think. That for subscription. I've been looking it up. So a minimum is like $3.50 to start up a page. So, I mean, like you start the page for free, but I'm talking about as far as putting subscriptions out for people to actually buy. Okay, cool. I think the minimum is like $3.50. But I need to know realistically what y'all think a good price is, per subscription. We put everything on the wall. We don't put nothing behind a paywall. Everything is just up, free content for you to see, once you get past that. And then, what I'm saying, we keep it a little PG and then, little erotica. What y'all think? Because, I mean, how raunchy should we go, really? You know what I'm saying?
I'm doing a little bit of everything right here, right now. So.
Yeah, and I'm eating ice cream.
Yeah,
so.
You're eating ice cream. We're over here doing this. I don't know why you're so obsessed with these feet things, but
it's money. If you look it up and see how much these girls be making off of feet.
I've heard that there's money involved in it.
Imagine breaking in an extra $100,000
a year. Yeah.
Even if it's $100,000 a year, some of these chicks are bringing in millions.
Oh, I know.
But imagine bringing in an extra $100,000 a year. Let's just say a year.
A year?
That's just a little under $10,000 a month. Could you use that kind of money? I could.
Oh man, yeah, you definitely could. You got to build a porch and a patio for your wife.
Let's not talk about that. You giving her ideas instead of starting the show on time.
Hey. That's not my fault. The heck?
So right now I've been eating into the mic because I know you guys love them ASMRs and stuff. Again, we're trying to get our views up because we know. Like that. We whisper into the mic. Smacking and shit. Turns you on.
And this must be episode 12 of How to Eat Ice Cream with Troy.
Mm-hmm.
That'd actually be not a bad one. You did say we need to do a food one, and I'm down.
We do need to do a food one.
We need to do a lot. I don't know if we have time to do it, though. That's the problem.
The next one, if the weather's nice, we'll do it and we'll grill. We'll do it out next to the grill and we'll film out there. The Wi-Fi reaches out there.
We can, yeah. All we need is the camera and then the mics.
Mm-hmm.
Which...
We can use lapel mics then.
Yeah, I just have to look to see how to do that.
Same way you went live when we did at Worlds.
Yeah, but that was just with that. That wasn't, like, everything was done through that. That wasn't ran through, like, OBS or anything like that. But, I mean, we could take these out here. All it does is plug in. Or we could just hold these.
There you go.
Or we could get the table stands and just put them on it. And then...
Yeah, but if you want to plug in the lapel mics, because isn't there a port for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, plug the lapel mic into the computer.
Well, I'll have to do some research and plan with it.
Yeah.
See what I can find.
Yeah, the grill out. You know what I'm saying? Hot dog, hamburgers, and whatever else we can think of.
That's like a weekend stream, not a weekday stream.
No, that's just how awesome we are. We can do weekday shit. You know, weekend shit on the weekday.
We can do weekend shit on a weekday.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's recap.
How'd your week?
You came back to the league finally.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have.
Oh man, I know, right?
So my primary axe is cracked. I believe it happened at Worlds, and so I'm sending it back to get it fixed. And now currently I'm using my heavy rotation axe to kind of get me through. And it served its purpose. I didn't do as good as I liked, but I also have not practiced at all on the 2024 boards. This is the first league I'm actually participating in for the season, for the year, I guess you should say. And I'm not doing god awful bad. I mean, it's just, but I ain't doing great.
You just haven't, like you said, haven't practiced. So, this was updated 10 hours ago, okay? And of course, now we're ahead. Which is fine, because we're going to take off this week anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean, it's fun.
I don't even want to see my rating. It's got to be terrible.
It's good to have you back. Your rating?
Oh, don't look. I'm talking about amongst the world. Amongst the group.
Hold on. There you are right there.
Okay. It's that bad. Yeah, but where does it rank in as far as the season goes is my point. Amongst the
727.
Damn.
It's got you for 16. Your rating's 511 though.
Ooh, that's terrible. Oh, it's not rated by rating.
No. But for some reason it has you as 727.
Yeah, because you probably looked at me by name.
I did.
Damn, so if you looked at a leaderboard, I'd be 727 on that bitch?
Yes.
I bet it's listed by average, though, not by rating.
Yeah, I can change it. Shout out to Noah, who threw a perfect game. I don't know if anybody saw that.
Yeah, so if you like, right now it's by total score. You did it by rating.
You want me to do rating? Okay.
Yeah.
You still have
Shut your ass up.
What
I ain't
was
gonna
your,
be the top
what was your
50.
rating?
500 or something. I ain't gonna be 700 though. I know that much. Just go to page 4. Oh, why you go there? Just go to page 4.
Because I think I'm up here somewhere.
Oh yeah, we know you up there. You in the 6s or something.
Yeah, you're at 511.
Yeah, exactly. God damn, I'm on page 7.
Maybe. Yeah, there you are. 317.
Why you laughing? That's just disrespectful.
Oh my God.
That hurts. That really hurts.
That does. Let's see where I'm at here. I don't know. I should be on the first page.
I'm doing trash
Possibly.
and new rules.
I might not be actually. I might be on the second page. Oh, there we go.
Where you at?
65th. With a 617 rating. As an amateur.
Yeah, but you got to get your scores up because it's all about the points in amateurs.
So, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look right here, I'm 11th.
Yeah, I know.
All amateurs based
Oh, there
off
you go.
of rating.
There you.
If
No,
you-
not rating.
Yeah, based off of rating.
No, they don't. That's how they do it.
Alright, well, what do you want me to base it off of? Average?
Because what happens is, remember, it's about circuit points when you're dealing with amateur.
So, for average,
I know you're doing her face.
yeah. Might be down right there. 31st.
Yeah,
Based off
that's
of
good.
average.
That's good. You got to be happy about that.
Yes and no. I should
I
be
mean,
high-
you're still first page
yeah,
though.
I should be higher, but I have gone up right here.
Because you're not even playing for score. You're just going after it.
Yeah, right now I'm 16 for 27 on kills. So, which I thought I was worse than that, but
Yeah, I think I'm like 15 for 27 or some shit.
yeah. And I could have went for score and stayed down, but I went ahead and went up just because. Let's see, highest amateur score is, I believe, shout out to Lucas Nichols. Is a 62 is the highest amateur score.
Shit.
So Lucas, Nickel, he won Rookie of the Year at Worlds.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Remember the one. He was the first one that came up to us and said, "Hey, you guys are the couch guys." Mm-hmm. That's him. He sat with us at the table we sat at the gala, and I don't know if they're here watching, but if Sean is watching, I gotta tell this funny story because he wanted me to. So Sean and I were sitting at the hotel bar, and I don't know who it was first, but they came up and were like, "Hey, you're Sean Daniels, right?" He goes, "Yeah, that's me." He's like, "Awesome, yeah, I threw against you at Knives, whatever." He turns around to Rob Leverett, right? And he goes to Rob. He's like, "Yeah, that's Sean Daniels." And he comes up. So Rob comes up. You know, Rob's the one for Waddle and everything that gets the hype going. I'm actually gonna tag Sean while we're doing this. Yeah, he told me to tell it. So, anyways, so we're sitting there, right? And so Rob comes over. He goes, "Hey man, you're Sean Daniels, right?" Sean was like, "Yeah." Like Sean's all hype. He's like, "Yeah, Epic Misfits, right?" Sean was like, and I died laughing,
That's
bro.
funny.
I was laughing so hard, and Sean was like, "Why's it got to be the only black guy around here?" And I was like, "Dude, yes." And so I looked at Rob, and I was like, "Sorry, Rob, that's the other guy." And he was like, and then he just walked off. And Sean was like, "Dude, I was like feeling so hyped up. I was so excited." And then he was like, and then they were talking about the Epic Misfit guy. And so I was like, man, it was hilarious. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Sean got.
It's the other black dude.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know how else he thought it was, unless he saw me.
And then try to put two and two together.
Right, and figured like, hey, I'm part of the Epic Misfits. He's the Epic Misfits. Nels said the couch guys. It's got a ring.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Nels, just to throw a little shade towards Troy.
What
he
the
was
hell?
afraid to throw your axe from 15.
Absolutely. What are you talking about? That's a very nice axe. I'm not risking it. What are you talking about?
Look, I told him, I was like, yo, just use it. Just use it because
no.
At first, when I say it was awful, it was awful. It was not the Troy I'm used to seeing. I could have played left-handed and probably did better.
Look. As much as I would like to say that's throwing shade, that's still the truth. You was looking bad.
Like, I've never seen him drop, and he's dropped quite a few times. I don't know if it was just distance, with footing, and using a new axe, but, you know, I told him, I was like, hey, just use it. And he wouldn't do it. He had to get it right, so he eventually did start getting it right, because you had, I think, what was your high score?
I got 54, so it wasn't good.
Do you want me to even look? Alright, how old are you?
We don't need that kind of negativity.
Oh, man. But, yeah, so, you know, we had fun with League. We got 20 games in. Everybody else is at 16 right now, but I don't think they've played their league. We just stopped because we knew Sunday was Mother's Day, so we're taking the week off. And then we're going to come back and do a little more. And then June 1st.
June 1st.
I don't know if you're going. I know I'm going to the Iron Axe Society Marathon tournament. Sorry.
Anybody that can get there though, look, I'm telling you, go to Concord, North Carolina.
Yep.
Get your ass done in, because Chief's gonna tear your ass up when you get there.
So I will be competing in the amateur tournament as well as the Big Axe tournament, most likely.
Yeah.
And then if he comes, I'll do duels as well, if he's willing to do it.
We got our ass beat enough.
Hey, we got to redeem ourselves. We got to start 24. We haven't done anything 24 as far as duels. Like he said, this was his first actual thing he did, which was this league. So Nell said all the best things are just in the other side of your fears, Troy.
The reason I didn't throw it, Nels, he hasn't thrown it yet in a league. I didn't want to risk breaking his brand new axe that he just got, and then he hadn't even thrown it yet. The axe is beautiful. It's very light. It's easy to throw. Takes almost no effort to get it to the board. And I was like, and I had a couple drops with the axe that I'm vaguely familiar with. I didn't want to risk it. doing it. So I was like, at least not to after he's thrown it. Would I look like breaking the axe before he even had a chance to throw it? So I was just like, no, I wasn't doing it. Like I said, I did get a chance to do a couple test throws with it, and I was able to throw it very smooth from 12 and from 15. You know, so I was like, no.
Yeah.
Because he was struggling with it from 12, but he was killing it from 15.
Mm-hmm. I just had to get used to the lightness of it. It's well balanced. It's just so light. Like the wood is just so light that my normal throw was just too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to kind of just. Everybody says lazy throw it, but I had to just kind of just go. Just instead of pushing and actually throwing, I had to just let it go.
Ironically, that's exactly why I love my mirrored edge axe, because it has some weight to it. So because of that extra weight, I feel like I can push it out there. It has a lot more accuracy. I love my mirrored edge axe because of that. I like that extra weight. So I can't wait to be able to send it off this weekend so I can get it back as soon as possible, because like I said, I love throwing it. I feel like it's everything is automatic with it.
This is a perfect time to send it, being now that we are taking the week off.
Mm-hmm.
So Scott said, "Are y'all throwing advanced?"
I am.
did reply. Troy is. I stayed amateur just because at the time, when the rules came out and everything, I did not have a 15-foot axe, and the axe I threw, which was actually our duals axe, I ended up messing up. And kind of got the head loose, and so I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this. So I stayed amateur, and basically, like I told Troy, I'm gonna stay amateur until they tell me I have to go advanced. It's gonna suck, but that's just what I'm gonna do. You know, I feel like so this was an actual question that I was gonna ask you that got brought up to my attention this week. What is the incentive for amateurs? Because, and the reason I asked, and the reason the question was asked was, amateurs have to, you know, do what they do, then they get their amateur championship.
Mm-hmm.
Then, so you practice all this time to get to the amateur. Okay, you're the best of the amateur. Bang, said and done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to go. Now you get your bid to Worlds, right? So now you're going to Worlds, and now you have to throw a whole new set of rules that you have to get ready for from November, the end of November to beginning of April.
Okay.
So, and I don't know payouts. I don't know any of that. We're not talking about that because we are going to just keep it as far as what do you see as a good reason someone should go advanced versus amateur as a newer thrower? So that's where it's key, as a newer, like somebody that's new to the sport.
If you're new to the sport, I would tell you absolutely stay amateur. There's no reason to go to 15 feet if you can't master a 12-foot throw. The reason I say that, it's like basketball. Why would you shoot threes if you can't make a free throw, right? Why would you shoot threes when you can't make a layup? If you're just getting started, keep it basic. If you find that you are very good at it, absolutely, then move up to the next level. It's like anything. You know, you start yourself basic and work your way up. If you wind up going advanced, you may wind up breaking yourself into a point where you don't want to do it because it feels too hard. And then now you lose that hunger to do it, especially when you see other people around you whooping your ass because they can do it. You know what I mean? So I would definitely tell anybody who's just getting started, absolutely go amateur. And on top of that, you're going to have more events as an amateur. Even when you get to the amateur championships, there's going to be a lot of people there that you're going to get a chance to throw against. And again, if you make it to a point where you're the top amateur, you probably were good enough that you can now step up and step back, 3 feet and throw it. And it won't be that huge of an adjustment for you. You see what I mean? If you've made it to that point where you've advanced to that level, hell, go ahead. But chances are, if you're just getting started, you're not going to win the amateur championship anyway. You're going to go there and compete, have a good time, and you're going to take your ass home like everybody else. If you made it good enough to get that far, it is a minor adjustment for you to step back 3 feet and do your thing. But as a brand new person, absolutely, I would tell you, do not go advanced. That's why they call it advanced. You're not advanced yet. Stay on that level that you are and do it. Even for me, somebody who's throwing advanced, I'm not advanced at the moment, but in large part because I'm not throwing my primary axe. something that I feel like I can place my shots with. So, there's some nuance to this, but still, yeah, you just getting started. Absolutely, do not go amateur. I mean, don't go advanced. Stay amateur. If you're somebody who's excelling in the amateur ranks, then I would absolutely tell you push yourself to another limit and go to the 15 feet, and then see what you do. That extra 3 feet makes a world of difference as far as your accuracy. There are a handful of people who are probably more accurate at 15 than they are at 12, which is ironic that they are, but those people are far and few between. You know what I mean? So, yeah, absolutely. If you're just getting started, go amateur all day long. You're going to have plenty of events to throw in. Do your thing. Enjoy yourself. Absolutely. Life is great. And then if you feel good enough to compete against the advanced level throwers, then go do it. Absolutely.
Right. Alright. So, I don't know if this mic's picking up or not. Let me see. I know Nick said in the comments he couldn't hear me, but I think it's picking up off yours, which is weird.
Up a little child.
Yeah, yours is working. Mine, I don't know. I don't know why this one's not working.
Is the sound on?
Yeah. But it's not working for some reason.
One,
It's picking me up through yours now. And I think, like I said, Nick was like, I can't hear you, Keith. But I'll keep messing with
Is it plugged into the splitter? Maybe it fell out.
Yeah, that's what I looked at earlier. Because yours is working.
1, 2. What do you think? Is it a Nintendo cartridge? He's blowing into the core like it's a Nintendo cartridge. What the hell is this?
Should come up.
Let's see if it's the cord. Switch. I don't know if it's the cord or the mic.
Okay. Well, see, there's something. It's picking something up, but I don't know what.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, see? It's just switch it.
Hold on, because it's working. Now, see, somewhere it's catching audio somehow,
We're here.
and I don't know why. Now we're going to be all tangled in cords and whatnot. Because, why is this one saying? Oh.
1, 4.
Okay.
So is it the cord?
Hold on. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so this one is talk.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that's yours. So mine's muted. Mute yours.
Hello. Just me, huh?
Alright, so mute yours back. Hello. Oh God, I'm in the way. I was in the way, Red. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I think we're good. So you can unmute yours.
I'm back. Yeah.
And now we're both talking. Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
I think that Nick, if you're still in here, can you tell us if that fixed it?
I know what was happening. You guys just wanted to hear the docile side
All right, so we got a bunch of comments while
the-
we're in
of
the
the real
process of doing that.
of the real John Debke.
In the real Tyler Flynn. So, I could turn this. So, Nell said, joking aside, glad it's serving you well, sir. I appreciate the compliments. If all goes to plan, I'll have a couple more 15 for the Iron Axe tourney on the 1st. Scott said, stay amateur, but act like it's a 5.
Yeah.
Close is a 6. Yeah, so I play everything tournament rules.
Yeah, I do too. I play everything tournament rules. Once I go for that middle one and I hit 5 or 6, I move out to the next one just to challenge myself, to push myself, because
we both do that.
Yeah, I know once I get to a tournament level, there's no reason to have been practicing bad habits, because I have a realistic idea of if I'm going to succeed based upon those results, what I'm doing versus 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then get my average up.
Yeah, so, okay, cool. We're good now. Nick said we're good now. Sweet. So Scott said, I also think the change is coming that any 5 or 6 will close out a scoring zone. The new throwers to the sport should not be... I can't see. Can you see that? Coddled. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Coddled, that's how I have always learned. Yeah, I mean,
to each his own. The way I tell anybody is you got to do what's best for you. For some people, they need the baby steps. Other people, you can push them out there because they're uber competitive and they're going to try to figure it out. Right now, it's tough because all of us that are on this line dealt with the 23 rules. Most of us, I'm not in that category, go back to at least 2022, right? But for sure, everyone was 2023. So we're comparing it to 2024, and it may be a little bit unfair because somebody just coming in, they may not feel like it's difficult because that's all they know.
Yeah.
So because that's all they know, they may not feel like there's an adjustment because they didn't know any better.
They didn't know any different. Yep.
So they don't get to compare it to the ease of 2023 in comparison to 2024. So I just think give them a chance to try it, tell them what the rules are, and if you say it with such a positive attitude, they don't trip. You know what I mean? But if you keep presenting it with a negative attitude, then that's what's going to happen. They're going to see it negatively.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I think that, for us, we've seen the other rule, like we've seen all the rules, whereas, like you said, new throwers have only seen parts of it. And those parts, or even if it's a first-time thrower, this is all they know.
Yeah.
Like, this is their
that's their normal. They don't know anything else. They don't get to compare it and say 15 feet suck. They don't know. As far as they know, that's all that was ever there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but I would tell anybody who's just getting started, since there is a choice between 15 feet, half your throws and 12, stay with the 12 first.
Yep.
Get a rhythm.
Get good at 15 or 12, and then move to 15.
Because you need to get some nuance and some strategy about how you're going to attack the board, and
But yeah, that was just one question that I had brought up to me that I was wondering. I was like, hey, I wonder, what you would say about it. Because it kind of did make me think, like, hey, what is other than being able to say, hey, I'm the best amateur, or hey, I made it to the amateur tournament. Which is still a
huge accomplishment.
Which is huge, yeah, most definitely, because there's a lot of amateur throwers. Yeah. There's a lot of advanced throwers. So it's one of those things, how do you determine what's good or not?
Yeah.
But
yeah, and in truth, there's no way to make everybody happy.
There's not.
It's just not. But I would tell you, if you're going to get started, again, enjoy being an amateur, run the table, and if you feel like you've pushed yourself high enough, even if you don't win the whole thing, all right, push yourself and be an amateur next year or on the next time around.
Yeah, or move advanced.
Yeah, absolutely. Go advanced.
I will say, if I go to the amateur tournament and I finish within the top 10, give or take,
you're going to start going advanced?
I'll go advanced.
And that makes perfect sense.
Because it's just...
And I would tell you, a lot of it has to do with how many people actually participate.
Yeah.
Because if you get 400 or 500 people in there, and you finish, I don't care if you finish in the top 50.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that as well. And I'm wondering how they're going to distinguish that.
Like how many people are going to get involved?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to say, hey, top 120, you have to move advanced. Or, hey, this many, hey, obviously top 4 are going to move up. They have to because they're going to Worlds. And they have to throw 15, which, again, is going to kind of suck. But for me, it'll be all right. I'll be fine with it. I mean, I've practiced and I've thrown some games from 15 this year and in league. But it's one of those – it's tough.
Yeah. But part of me wishes I had stayed in the amateur just because it's a little more fun because most everybody around me is playing amateur. And so it felt like apples to apples. Versus when I step at 15, the front half of the game, I'm in it, probably winning. And the second half of the game, because I haven't practiced, I'm like, well, this ain't fun. But I know what everybody's going to say. You're not competing against them. You're competing against the rest of the other. But in the moment, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. It's hard to have competition when the person next to you isn't copying you in a way.
Yeah.
When they're up, which thankfully I've got a lot of people in league this year that I've gone to do tournament rules. So they're moving outside. They're trying to get that rating. This summer season they have actually moved around. They're not trying to stay bullseye like they were before the winter season. Just getting used to it. So I'm proud of them for that, and it has helped me because I'm doing the same thing. So it's also helped me out. But for like you, it's tough because like we said, you're not we're not moving back, and we're still up there hitting at 12 versus 15.
Yeah. But I will tell you, it'll probably be a lot different if once I get a chance to get some real practice time.
Yes, definitely.
And close the gap because, and then again, getting your primary acts back also makes a difference because from a skill perspective, if we were just at 15, I may dominate that room outside of yourself, and that wouldn't be fair. So to remain competitive for myself, 15 feet is absolutely where I need to go.
Right.
Once I can get those other factors together, primary acts, and actually just a little more practice time. I don't need a lot. Just a little more practice time with my acts again, get comfortable. Then I can start saying, okay, I'll walk the board in the first half, second half, pick my spots.
Right. And that's kind of what I've been doing. We've been having fun. And some of the games I have won. I haven't lost yet. But I know it's coming. I'm not planning to go undefeated. And a couple of those games have been close. Like one of ours, we went into sudden death. We went into Who Sucks Less, tied up. There was 2 amateur games that I threw that went into overtime as well. So, it's not that there's not competition, but at the same time, it's not like a lot of these other venues that you have out there. Like, if I could be where Throw Nation is and throw against them guys, oh, man. Talk about pressure and talk about in the moment and, or even Mighty Axe. Mighty Axe is one of those ones you've got a lot of well-known names in that venue that is like, you're competing against them every week. So your game either elevates or you lose.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, that's one thing I do like and will look forward to. I'm excited about the tournament, the first. I'm also going to try Big Axe, depending on how Hatchet goes. If I just get waxed and Hatchet, I'm going to leave and go right to Big Axe.
We got to get you back in the cornhole, though, because I need to see you playing cornhole again and dominating in that sport, because I think you're capable.
Man.
And you got a cornhole board, you can practice.
I do. My neighbors practice all the time. And I get out there and throw them every now and again, but...
So if they practice all the time, get out there and crush them. Let them know. They practice for no reason. You nice with this.
They go, and so we actually talked. I might go with him to the regional tournament that they're having middle to end of this month in Franklinton. Then there's also one that's going to be in Smithfield. So I might go out there and
the one in Smithfield. I would definitely try to hit it. Is it during the week or weekend?
The regional tournament's weekend.
Oh yeah,
that's like a Saturday, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I would actually go out there as a spectator and check it out.
I think a lot of people do, but I do know it goes for a while. Like I said, I've seen some games that have gone on for hours.
Yeah, but if you're not playing, I don't have any loyalties to anybody, so I don't feel like I have to stay the whole time.
Oh yeah, right.
So I could enjoy it, eat the food or whatever case is, and go, yeah, you suck, and just dip out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be good or not, but. Yeah,
it's not like I'll get away. I'll be the only black guy there, so
I'll try to get back into it. I have a buddy at work that wants to play pickleball, so I might get into pickleball with him.
My wife is determined to do pickleball.
Dude, I'm telling you, right there. Let's go. We got a team of 3 already.
No, I can't do it.
See, you gotta look. Ruben said, "Stop it. Go big or go home."
Look, man.
That was like 30 minutes ago. No, I'm just kidding. It was 4 minutes ago, but I just used it right now.
Look. I'm lazy, okay? I'm
that's
excited.
Me too. That's why I want to play pickleball.
So, all right, so here's
try to get unlazy.
So here's the thing. I put a lot on my plate. So here's what my goals for 2024 were consisting of. Part of it was
pickleball.
Part of it was losing weight. Personally, I did. I've dropped from 248 to 216, 217 as of this morning. So the weight's coming down. Cool. Next part was I had taken on a new job, sales job, trying to be the best at that, and I'm doing very well in that aspect of it. Now I'm trying to pick up Spanish because I want to start becoming fluent in Spanish. So that way, it expands within my career field, especially in sales, doing that. I also want to eventually get to more, I guess you could say, resistance training, because it's terrible to be skinny and fat at the same time, right? Trying to do that. But I also have some other business ventures trying to get off the ground. So some of this is more business that I feel like I don't necessarily have time for the pleasure part.
Right.
One of the reasons that I haven't been involved with axe throwing this year is because of the other things. Axe throwing is a nice hobby, but it is not something that necessarily brings in money for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a nice little change of pace to do something on the side as I try to get these other business ventures off the ground and make more money to try to eventually get to a point where I have some what I call passive income.
Right.
So it's just been just trying to build towards it. So that's another reason I haven't tried to pick up another sport. If I was going to pick up another sport, it probably would be cornhole instead of pickleball. Pickleball requires me to be able to move. I am god awful slow at this stage in my life. I'm also, even though I've lost weight, it is still a race against time for me to tie my shoes. I have to hold my breath. 1, 2, 3, go.
Come on, man. Well, see, the pickleball gets you in shape. And I get sleepy
all the time. It would get me in shape, no doubt. Or I would have a heart attack on the court. One of the two.
Or have a
shoulder issues. I'm trying to get the VA to finally honor me. They act like they don't see me, but hey, it is what it is. But there's a lot going on for you, boy. I'm getting old, and I got to start preparing for life after Swaddle.
See, exactly. And even Ruben said he wants to get back into racquetball. See?
Yeah, but Ruben, you are old now, man. You can't be doing no racquetball. You got to go to the seniors league. Ruben's got to go to the seniors league now. He can't just play with the young guys anymore. Racquetball, you crazy?
He said that's why he wears Crocs. He hates tying his shoes. Exactly. So you got to get the slip-ons.
Oh, man. You know you're old now. You
right?
Crocs.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nah, but...
How old are you, Ruben? You got to be in the Swaddle league by now. You got to be Swaddle by now.
I don't know if he is or not.
He's got to be Swaddle. He's over there. Swaddle versus Waddle. I still think that's going to be a thing. That's probably going to be in the next amateur tournament.
We do need to try to figure out a way to get that to be.
I'm just going to walk in, buy a Swaddle hat, smack everybody, and then beat everybody's ass.
Lacey said that's why I wear cowboy boots. I will have to say we missed you at Worlds, Lacey.
We really did.
It was. He's only 43. Ruben's only 43.
He's old as shit. What do you mean? He's the same age as me. When you turn 44?
He's technically not in Swaddle either, but all right. What's up, Lucas?
We're creeping in there. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are on the verge. Y'all are on that cusp.
Absolutely.
I could turn it.
Lucas
Nichols.
Oh. I say, because I know the other Lucas Johnson, he ain't in here because he know what time it is. He want to see me.
I'll tag him right now.
No, stop playing.
Yeah, exactly. See that?
That guy's a monster.
Yeah.
He is allergic to losing. I only this dude. He plays everything amazing.
Right. They play disc golf all the time, and I'm like, I just want to know who wins at disc golf. Like,
yeah, like I said, I want to get into.
He just turned 43.
When?
April 30th.
See, I'm right there with him in February. Oh, happy birthday, by the way. Linda, you like a week or two ago.
Yeah, happy birthday, by the way, Ruben.
Yeah.
Lacey said, don't worry, I will make the next one. Lucas asked how's the new rules feeling with you guys. So we kind of did talk about it a little bit earlier, but we'll recap and hit it again since you guys are asking questions. I stayed amateur, and I'm liking it. It's a lot of fun, honestly. Moving around, hitting the other dots are a lot of fun to me. They make it a little more entertaining and a little more fun, so to speak. A little more, I hate to say it, but a little more arcadey. Like arcade game in a way. The one thing I did do at Worlds, set the high score for the skee ball.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
That's right. I won a bunch of tokens, got my son some stuff. But yeah, it was, like that is almost how I felt with these rules. Like it's almost like an arcade vibe. Like, hey, bang, you hit that one. All right, now we got to go out here, hit these, and it's like, it's fun.
Yeah, from somebody, now keep in mind I have not had a chance to really practice this year 2024 rules. I basically played a mini marathon to get caught up because I wasn't able to start the season on time with everybody else. And so I was trying to figure it out. And I will tell you, I don't dislike it. I just think I need more time under my belt with it.
Definitely.
I think a lot of the apprehensions I had about 15 feet, some of it's still valid to me in my mind, but there's a part of it that goes, it's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I don't think it was necessary, but I'm also not an elite level player who absolutely needed to be challenged. You know what I mean?
Right.
I moved up because I was afraid that I was just going to be bored in amateurs, thinking that I would get really good at it. So I might as well go and push myself now because I was basically on the cusp. Yeah. I made it to pro level last year, the end of the year. So it was at that point, it was like, you know what? You made it to the pros. You did what you set out to do in your first year. Go ahead and challenge yourself and let's do it. And then this year, just logistically, I just haven't been able to participate as much as I would like to. And but I will tell you, I do not regret playing amateur. I just need a little more time under my belt.
Right.
And I would tell anybody again, if you think you're doing really well, challenge yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Let's see. That's pretty much all the comments and everything. Ruben said we're in the baby swaddle team.
Yeah, that's right. I'm representing swaddle the whole way, man. Like I said, my body creaks. It pops whenever it ain't supposed to. Like I get up and stuff go pop. You know what I mean? Snap, crackle, pop. You know what I mean?
That's usually bad.
I got a Rice Krispie body. Every time I get up, it just crackles.
Something else cracking.
Yeah. I'm always uncomfortable. My feet always hurt. As far as I'm concerned, I'm swaddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I identify as swaddle. Swaddle. I can't even say swaddle. Swaddle.
Right. So you can't even speak. But
and the way I look at it, when we say swaddle versus waddle, I'm telling you, I'm going to basically say anybody 40 and up can participate to represent the swaddle group, even though you're not officially swaddle. Because if you look at most of the players in this game, the elite level players, most of them are under the age of 40. And that's why I think it would be kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just do it. Even if you beat the brakes off it, I think it's just a nice little camaraderie thing.
Yeah, of course. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, old heads.
I think it'd bring some people back. Maybe you could get some people that have retired or kind of stepped away, be like, hey, come back.
Swaddle, by the way, I think you should keep it at 2023 rules. Keep it there and let those waddle
go back. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because it's the handicap league. We're old now. You know what I'm saying? So let us do some shit we can actually do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, all of us need glasses. We can't even look. How them little dots is like an eye test every time we get up there to throw. We need the glasses. No,
yeah, of course.
Let's just keep it right there in the middle. It's already a bunch of dots to me. With looking at the one in the middle because it's blurry. It's like I'm just throwing to the one in the middle. So
yeah, but you've done 24 rules now. You ain't gonna be able to hit that one.
Oh, I'm nice. I can stay in that middle. I can stay in the middle.
That's the worst. But
now it's the worst. I still love 2023. You ain't gonna tell me shit. I'm old.
That's why. Get off my lawn. That's why the first throw, just about every throw we had, it was a 4.
Oh, it was terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I don't know what it is, man. That's why, me personally,
with these new rules, I pray for a 4 sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
I miss that outside down and swear to God, I'm like, please miss us a little to the inside.
Yeah, so I've come, we just said, a lot of times first throw is like, you know what you're throwing at. You know you're going to the bullseye, which you've been doing for so long, dead center, and you miss. So I've changed up and have kind of gone either upper left or upper right first, and then go around the outside and then come into the middle just to say, you know what, hey, let's hit this one first. All right, cool, we got it. Bang. Now let's go to the middle and hit that one. But it's still, I like it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, we're coming up on some time here, so we can go ahead and close off. I think you want some more ice cream.
Oh, yeah. And I don't even know why I'm eating that ice cream. I know I'm lactose intolerant. I'm going to be blowing up my room tonight.
That's the other thing. It kills me. But appreciate everybody watching and joining in. We'll see everyone next Wednesday for episode 13.
And we're not even sure it's 13, by the way. We just threw out a random number out there and just said, fuck it, we'll go with it. And we know it can't be less than 13.
Maybe.
That's what we know.
We don't know. That's why there's a question mark. But from now on, we'll say 13.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if from now until next week, if anybody has any questions, comments, wants us to talk about anything, please send it to us. Let us know. And we will answer them and get to them and do what we do.
Support Epic Feet.
All right, y'all. Till next time.
Yep. Deuces.